Hi everyone. I skipped a day in my daily journal, video journal. It was just a full-on day yesterday, and it was nonstop. And I just didn't want to. I wanted to be easy on myself, knowing that I will certainly come back the next day. So here I am. And I just had a really wonderful refresher session with one of my beautiful clients, um, that reminded me that there is still so much confusion about what it means to be firm, to stand up for your needs in relationships. And, I understand how much confusion there is for all of us coming out of enmeshed or controlling relationships of the old paradigm. The relationships of the old paradigm were all about control and manipulation and forcing other people to do the way we want, or forcing them to change if we want to feel differently about any situation. And it's so ingrained and it's so normal that we cannot even imagine what what a different kind of relating feels like. So, for example, one of the things that we talked about is she was like, I was firm in holding my ground. And then when we started dissecting, it was actually her manipulating and trying to control her partner into behaving in the way that she wanted him to behave. Very unilateral kind of decision making for something that concerns them both. So that's not really keeping firm. That's more of a temper tantrum and holding other people kind of hostage to behave the way we want them to behave so that we feel reassured about our value. So again, also judging the behavior of others as a mirror to our value is just it's so unsustainable, because other people behave according to their emotional state, physical capacity, background, conditioning. It has nothing to do with us. So when we start, reacting to their behavior as a reflection on our worth, it just like collapses the whole there is no relating there, because we're just stuck in our mind trying to interpret something that is not the truth. We are kind of projecting whatever we contain in our relationship with ourselves. If I don't respect myself, I will look for evidence, for proof of that in all interactions with other people. So these are just some of the dynamics that that we've inherited from the old paradigm that are just damaging and don't allow respectful, compassionate relating with another human. And then there is also this game of like power play and superiority, where if I get my way, then then I feel powerful. If I don't get my way, then I feel disempowered. Whereas that's not where the power comes, right? The power, like trust and safety and love, don't come from outside. That's from our own relationship with all these inner voices and inner energies. So whether somebody does the way we request, again, has nothing to do with us. And where are we giving our power away by demanding that they behave a way that's not natural to them, so we feel better? And where are we also stuck in our own habitual victimized or inferior position about life and our role in it? So it's just very, very interesting to realize that we really don't know what healthy relationships look like. There isn't a formula. That's another thing that I find a lot of people get upset when their life doesn't look like the formula, the hand-me-down that we got from the old paradigm. And then even if something is working and it feels well overall, we start doubting and judging and mistrusting And that's, again, where our mental projection, our mental chatter interferes with the actual feelings. Like, we may be satisfied in our relationship, actually, but because sometimes we're attached to these like ideas of how things should be, then we find it difficult to be creative about finding solutions for our situations. And what I often talk about, that marriage, lots of people think that if you are married, that means you have to like live under the same roof, or that means that this is how you should be behaving, etc., etc. But today we live in unprecedented times where, I think for over thousands of years, we didn't have that much freedom to live as we choose. We can be married and not live together. We can travel and stay in separate rooms. We can, have children, not have children, have blended families, spend some of the time together and some of the time apart. I mean, so much. People are experimenting with so many wonderfully creative solutions that work for them, that may be very different than the kind of traditional formula that we've inherited. But we're just realizing how unique we all are, how different all of our needs are, and how our physical capacities are different, our emotional capacities are different. And to come to the point of that respect of another person's limitations and capacity and humanness, of course, it all starts with our compassion and gentleness with ourselves, and understanding that my needs may be different and that that's okay. It doesn't make me a weird or wrong person. And so my partner's needs may be different than mine, and that also doesn't make him wrong, or weird or abnormal. So learning to find creative solutions that are unique to us, learning to interact with respect, and again, the respect of the humanness and the differences and the sovereignty of the other person, and also respect our own needs, our own need for separateness, our own need for togetherness, our own need for space, and our own need for touch, and everything is, from that comes respect of other people's needs that may be different than ours. All this will be discussed in my masterclass next week. So January 17th, I'm going to offer a free masterclass about all these issues, because I'm seeing how it's needed. So I will put the link in my in the comments, or in the details of this under this video. And if you haven't registered yet, I hope you will now. I look forward to seeing you next week, and you can ask questions as well. All right, everyone, see you tomorrow.